these are evil, wretched, terrible people who just want you fat, stupid, and quiet.
There's no question in my mind you're telling the truth. It's too obvious.
They want you dumb and dependent.
And do you think the relentless promotion of homosexuality is part of that? Because it is relentlessly, tirelessly promoted, period. Anyone says it's not, a liar.
What is more incapacitating? What is more incapacitating? Having no control over your own sexual desires. And just look at how comfy capitalism has made itself with homosexuals. Like, oh, you've got no kids? Well, perhaps you'd like these designer clothes. Oh, you don't have any dependents? Well, maybe you'd like to spend way more than you should on this cruise. Or whatever. I mean, a boat cruise. All your disposable income is yours to spend. Well, perhaps you'd like to try. We do have a special this evening, sir. Like our pan roasted blah 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 blah. They used to call it the pink pound in England. This disproportionate ability of gays to spend, which has a reinforcing effect. It's like a I don't know the economic term, but you probably do. It has like a magnifying or a fortifying effect because, of course, gays spend more, so you market more to gays, so you get more, so you get more of them.
Yes.
And then other people begin to acquire gay taste, which has happened to women and is now happening to men, because it's seen as a prestige or a luxury or a desirable kind of lifestyle. So you see men, as the charming ladies of YouTube would tell us, faggotized, who are acquiring gay habits and like Soul Cycle for it. I mean, please, like what are these people doing? It's like, you're in Lycra and you want me to see your ass. Got it, because this is doing nothing.
What other gay habits are men acquiring?
Definitely food, which, I mean, like, if you're a chap, so I was in the hotel last night as I was thinking about this show, and I looked at the menu and I was like, there's nothing on here for men. It was all these like seafood, a bit, but hand, whatever. And the guy that was serving me had a huge ginger beard. God bless him. And I said, you don't eat here. And he said, well, and I said, you don't eat here. Where do you eat? And he said, okay, fine. And I said, is there anything on here that you would eat aside from this? And he didn't say how big the fillet was, but I was like, what is it, 6 ounces? What do you need, 4 of those? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you work here. And you're just like, you wouldn't eat anything because there's nothing for men on the menu. Because it's all this like airy-fairy, unsatisfying, calorie-rich, full of like, flavor, but no protein food for girls. All food for girls. Look at the menu in your favorite restaurant. Look at the menu in every restaurant. There's no food for men on it. I mean, like, where is it? Even like a heroic meat like lamb. It's like $78 to this little like. Thanks so much. It's like, what is that? That's not man food. So food for sure. I mean, clothing. Let's not even. Sexual habits. Women have become faggotized by the promiscuity culture that their gay best friends, like to sort of have a nudge and a wink kind of relationship with. Like, oh, I don't do it, but who's this? Oh, just Jamal. Who's this? That's not the guy that you were with like 3 days ago. Quiet girl. Sorry about her. Like just all that kind of stuff. And men, just the way in which the self-destructive self-sacrifice, the relinquishment of the will to the most addictive version of everything is very gay. Very gay.
The most addictive version
of everything. So like if gay sex is like addiction where it just floods your mind with like the chemicals where you can't get it out of your head, like we were talking about right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? Well, the food has become like that. And the clothes have become like that. And the, like men buying designer clothes has always been a bit sus to me.
Oh, I totally agree.
Like I do it because I'm like, I've got about another 3 years where I can still get away with this. And then I'm going to have to just be straight. But I can still do it, and then I'm going to have to find like some like, I'm going to have to find my own nudge and a wink thing. Like, oh no, they're not Dolce & Gabbana, they're Arellano. Oh, it's the late Pope Benedict XVI's favorite shoemaker from. you're faggotized. Stop it. I have to give all this up. But someone who's been heterosexual all their life, like, what are you doing in Dior? Well, I mean, they only make shoes, I think. No, there's male Dior now. What are you doing? It's Chanel that doesn't do men's clothes. What are you doing in Dolce & Gabbana? What are you doing in Versace? Why are you spending $1,000 on a pair of shoes that is not like a tactical or and even that stuff? Oh my God! Like the faggotization of like the you can go to Cryptek and you can get the Versace of camo. It's just like which their salespeople will even call it that, not on the website because men don't like that, but like there's now like designer camo, where it's like, I mean, I know I have it, but no, but faggotized. Everything is. Look at the consumer choice. Who's making these decisions? Women, and we have this decision. Women in the marketing departments, women in the advertising, women on social media. Everything's going gay, and it's justified in just the same way the pink pound is self-reinforcing. This thing we always say, oh, women make most of the purchasing decisions in most houses. Shut up! Like, it doesn't mean every man has to go out looking like he wants to drop on his knees in a public park or in a toilet just because his wife chooses what washing powder they use. Like, stop it. Everything has gone gay. Everything's gone gay. I mean, just every bit of life. I mean, music. I mean, now we force heterosexuals to listen to Lil Nas X. And it's sort of endless turnover of preening homosexual crooners that we call pop stars. There aren't any anymore because pop stars require a kind of like heroic manly virtue, I think, that is just gone now. It's just not there anymore.
So if you wanted to weaken a society to the point of collapse,
fagotize it. It's not feminization. That's a mistake to believe that. It's not, society is not becoming feminized, it's becoming fagotized. It has been gayed. And it's and it's like the difference between effeminacy and femininity, right? You look carefully at the behaviors. It's like it might have started off feminized, like you said, the HR departments have kind of like feminized language in the corporate sphere and blah, blah. It might have started that way, but the gays took over very soon afterwards. And so now we don't have a feminized public square. We have a fagotized public square. And it's hardly surprising given that everybody in Congress and everybody in the Senate and everybody in the party and everybody on TV and everybody else that you've ever heard of on television and everybody on all the TV shows are gay. Like, it's not a shocker. That this would be the result. Because even if they might be living DL lives, they still like what they like. And they're still going to do it. And it's like, oh yes, let's have that little cocktail. Like they still do it. You see at DC, like these men in DC, like drinking their little champagnes and things.
So when you are, I mean, a lot of this, it's like walking into a room full of women and there's all this stuff going on, but you have no idea what it is. A daily occurrence for me, but something's going on, but you don't quite get the right, but it's on the wrong frequency.
You're not recognizing it because it's not feminine. Because you'd recognize it if it was feminine. You'd know what you were looking at.
But when you go to Washington, when you were flitting around Washington what was your dangerous faggot tour? Is that what it was called?
Yes, I think the verb would be flit, or perhaps,
right.
Or perhaps flounce.
There was some flouncing. I saw it.
There was a bit of flouncing. Do you know the funny story? Perfect. Sorry to cut you off.
No, no.
Again, I've been doing it the whole day, but a perfect illustration of the faggotization of society. My bus, my giant dangerous faggot tour bus, is in a parking lot just outside Washington, D.C. And Mike Pence's advance team are planning to put him in the same hotel. And they have to change hotel. Yeah, no, stop. But they have to change. I mean, he's like spiritually gay for sure. But he had to change hotels and divert his. I mean, this is the incoming vice president of the United States, right? To make way for the faggot. Just saying. It wasn't like
not the first time.
They could have come to me and said, "Would you mind? Because we have like the vice president elect, like whatever, or coming in." Well, I mean, this is 2017, so he is the vice president by then. We have the vice president, coming through. Like, would you? And we would have said, "Yeah, sure. We'll go to the Residence Inn." But no, they just changed all of his plans, not mine, to make space for the faggot. perfect analogy, isn't it?
Perfect. But you picked up that vibe a lot when you're in Washington.
Oh my God. The number of people who, sorry, you told me you don't help people. No, I mean, I think allegations have been roundly disproven, haven't they? No, but the number of people who were just, I mean, they didn't quite say hop on my lap, but.
So because you're on that wavelength.
Well, 10 years ago, I was very beautiful. And
I didn't notice.
No, of course you didn't notice. Been upset about you. I've had it ever since. Tucker never said I was. No, I was very good looking. I was in shape and all the rest of it. And now, I mean, it was like a daily avalanche. It was like,
really?
I never needed to visit Niagara Falls. I just. I've got a giant torrent coming out. Let me. I won't finish that metaphor, but no, it's just no. It's like a torrent.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.